This is going to be a quick and simple and inexpensive DIY. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Belinda's DIYs. If this is your first time here, welcome. So today I'm going to be creating something very different. I'll be making this faux pumpkin spice latte. So this is all Dollar Tree items, and it's not real, it's faux like I said, but it looks so yummy that I wish it was, but it's not. If you want to see how I put this together, then please keep watching. Before we get started, I'm just going to ask that if you can please consider to subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell icon right there in the corner so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. Do you think that it looks real? Comment down below and let me know. If you'd like to see the video on how I created this pumpkin, I'll go ahead and link it down below. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. I'll be using this Hello Fall cup that I purchased at Dollar Tree, and I just did a haul video and I showed you this cup in particular, and I told you that I was going to be doing a DIY with this. So I'm going to be using this cup. I think it's really pretty. I'm going to start by hot gluing the lid onto the cup. Then I'm going to be placing it just like this. As you can see that the lid is turned upside down. So I'm going to start by adding some hot glue all around the top of the lid and then placing it over the mouth of the cup. I'm going to be filling the top of the cup with this spackling, so this is going to work out really well. I'll be using 2 of these spackling, and this is found at Dollar Tree. I wanted the spackling to be a little bit smoother, so I added a little bit of water. It was about a tablespoon of water. I started mixing, but I realized that it needed a little bit more water. I found that using the end of a paintbrush really mixed the spackling well. So I mixed it until the spackling was nice and creamy. Since I didn't have a frosting kit, I went ahead and I tried to make one of my own by using a Ziploc bag by just cutting an end, but it didn't work out, and I'll show you in just a bit. So I proceeded to add the spackling into my Ziploc bag just as if I had the frosting kit. Now I know Dollar Tree sells them, but they didn't have any, so that's why I improvised with this Ziploc bag. But if you have one, go ahead and fill it with the spackling as I'm doing right there. So I started to add the spackling to the top of my lid, but it wasn't coming out as smooth as I wanted it, and also the bag tore. So I had to just put as much as I could of the spackling, and then once the Ziploc bag tore, I had to stop there. But if you have the frosting kit, like I said, use that. I'm sure it'll work just fine. And then with a plastic spoon, I started to smooth out the spackling as if I was frosting a cake or a cupcake. This is the first time that I attempt to do a faux whipped cream. So I was just smoothing it out and trying my best to make it look like whipped cream. It really was like frosting a cake. Once again, if I had had the right proper tools as the frosting kit, I'm sure I wouldn't have to have done all this, but I'm showing you what I had to work with, so that's why I did it this way. So I went ahead and I mixed another batch of spackling because I want to put some of that faux whipped cream around the sides. I was really engrossed in what I was doing that I didn't realize that the camera was not directly on the item that I was working on. However, I think you can see enough to know what I'm doing. And I just continued going around and then just building with the faux cream around the top section. And then I returned back to the top section and I added a little bit more and then just made like little waves here and there and just made it look more like the whipped cream that I was looking for. I'm also going to be using one of these Dollar Tree paper straws. I went ahead and I trimmed one of them just to a smaller size because the full size wouldn't go all the way down since I have the lid there on the top. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and insert my straw and my whipped cream. And now to make this look more realistic, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some pumpkin spice. Instead of the straw, you can also add a cinnamon stick. I didn't have any on hand, so that's why I went with the straw. And then lastly, now to garnish it, I'm going to go ahead and add this Dollar Tree small pumpkin to it. And then I'm going to let it dry and give it about 24 hours. Well, that's it for this fast and easy and inexpensive fall DIY. I hope that you enjoyed it. Until my next video, bye-bye and God bless.